Hello, everyone. How's it going? Welcome back to another Watch with Nordic live commentary stream today. It is the first of four here on the channel and the first of four game ones here as well today in the Stanley Cup playoffs. And we are kicking it off today with the Colorado Avalanche and the Los Angeles Kings. Game one of round one. It should be a very fun series between these two teams. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. What's up, Lila? What's up, John? You're welcome, John. I'm doing good, Lila. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. And the day's about to get better. Playoff hockey here on the channel, and it should be a fun day. So again, as you can tell, we have a new thing we're adding in here for the rest of the playoff subscriber count. I should have it up all the time, to be honest with you. That's going to be what we're going to have up there. Now, I've talked about this series and getting into the preview because we still got about like 2 or 3 minutes or so until game time. I talked heading into this series that this really does feel like David versus Goliath in a way. And what I mean by that is that the Goliath is the Avalanche. The Avalanche are this big team. They got plenty of talent through all four of their lines. They have a great back end on the defense. And they got two goaltenders who, you know, can steal games as well. On the other side for LA, they were a team that made the playoffs in the final week. And some people are calling them, quote, a fraudulent team. Well, the Kings are coming into the playoffs this year. They're looking to prove that narrative wrong and go on a run with Anze Kopitar and maybe, just maybe, get to a Stanley Cup. We'll see what happens there, of course. But it should be a fun game today and the first of four here on the channel. Now, I know and I'm confident that the game between the Lightning and the Habs and the Sabres and the Bruins is going to overlap. I know that, but we'll just start commentating the Sabres-Bruins game whenever we're done. This one, unless it goes to overtime, should not overlap with Habs and Tampa Bay. But again, we'll see how long this one is. Starting goaltenders tonight between these two teams. On one side, you have the guy who's been in net for the Avalanche for basically the entire year, Scott Wedgwood, who's had a phenomenal regular season. He only lost 12 total games, and half of those games in regulation over the course of 25-26. He won 31 over the entire year, a .921 save percentage this season. And on the other side, it's not the starter who's getting the job for Los Angeles. Anton Forsberg is getting the net here tonight. I was a little surprised by that, but Forsberg's been the hotter goaltender, and sometimes you see with teams, they ride the hot hand in the playoffs. I'm doing good, Quincy. Glad to see you here in the stream. Getting into the national anthem in just a moment. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. And we are nearing a subscriber goal heading into tonight. I got to plug in my computer already. It's about to die. Way to be prepared, Nordic. We're closing in on 5,700 subscribers. We should hit that very, very soon here on the channel. And again, we have plenty of commentaries coming up here tonight. We have Lightning versus Habs, Sabres versus Bruins, and Mammoth versus Golden Knights. It is all on the commentary schedule here tonight. Forgot to put these on the screen, so there you go for later on. LA needs to put in both goaltenders. Kings will dominate. We shall see, bro. We shall see. I think the Kings will surprise some people, though. Even though they did lose, even though they did go to overtime like 1,000 times this year, I think they'll surprise some people. So that's all I'll say about that. Live here from Ball Arena. Go Habs, go. Love to hear that. We'll be commentating them later on tonight. All right. Anthem's coming to a close here. We're almost ready to get started. All righty. The national anthem has concluded here in Colorado. Yes, Quincy. It will go. It will go all the way through the playoffs, so keep on predicting on the Instagram. I see you're the only one doing it, so chances are you're probably going to win those 2 tickets. But anyway, we are ready to get started here in this Watch with Nordic live commentary stream of Game 1 of Round 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs live from Ball Arena between the Colorado Avalanche and the Los Angeles Kings. Starting goaltenders here as we get into a preview here really quick. Anton Forsberg is on one end for the Los Angeles Kings. He had a 5-1 record in the month of April with a .944 save percentage. Many would argue that's what's getting him the starting role tonight. On the other side is Scott Wedgwood, 31-6-6 with a .921 save percentage. He is the first goaltender in franchise history to lead in both those numbers in the same season. Live from Ball Arena, the first of 4 tonight between the Colorado Avalanche and the Los Angeles Kings, starting off the quadruple header here on the channel. We are underway. Face-off is won back then by the Kings. Drew Doughty will feed a pass up then to Trevor Moore, who tries to fire one immediately on Wedgwood. It's blocked. Down low now, Parker Kelly banks it off the boards behind the net then for Brock Nelson, who will try and play this one to center. Battling down low with Byfield. Grabbed back by Kulak. Here come the Avalanche now through center. Nichushkin. Pass is broken up and thrown back to center. Trevor Moore with some room on a breakaway. Moore. Pass up top. And it's fumbled there by the Kings. Byfield will get it back, though. Down low for Moore, who's tied up by Malinsky. Sam Malinsky down low will drop it off the boards to Nichushkin, and we'll get this one back to center. Yeah, my voice sounds okay now, but we'll see how it is. We'll see how it is after 4 tonight. We'll see. Here's Malinsky. Off the boards then to Nichushkin, and we'll clear this one all the way back into the LA zone. Regrouping now with it on the right side is Adrian Kempe. Kempe, backhand pass to Kopitar. A shot on, goes up in the air and out of play. There's our first whistle. There's Anze Kopitar playing in his last playoff run. A couple good chances here for the Kings. Trevor Moore had plenty of room. He decided to pass the puck, though. And a good defensive play by Brock Nelson got that away before they got a shot on Wedgwood. Wedgwood playing in his 6th live commentary stream tonight and Watch with Nordic History. And Anton Forsberg playing in his 4th. Face-off here in the Colorado zone is won back then by the Avalanche. Cale Makar will clear this one off the boards and ahead to Marty Necas. Necas carries it into the zone, broken up then by the Kings, who will get it back to center. Necas gives it back to McKinnon. McKinnon comes in. He's got plenty of room. Top of the circle up top. Then Necas a shot, and that one goes wide. Here's Kempe. Down low in the corner. Feeds it up then to Panarin, who will move it through center for LA. Panarin backhands it around Tays. They'll battle for it down low in the corner. There as well was the rookie Jared Wright playing in his first career playoff game. Here come the Avalanche now through center. Dumped into the zone then easily. Nazem Kadri will fire a shot on Forsberg. He will make the save. Armia trying to get this one to center. Stolen back by Nazem Kadri. Pass over. And a shot there is denied off of a good chance from Nick Waugh, who was a trade deadline acquisition. Kings will dump this one back down low into the Avalanche zone. It is an icing at 18:06. Already off to a great start here. A couple good chances for the Avalanche. And again, Colorado, definitely one of the teams that has plenty of offensive weapons. What's weird, though, is that their power play is one of the lowest ranked power plays in the NHL despite that. Coaching battle here. It's DJ Smith against Jared Bednar tonight. Smith is the interim of the LA Kings, was brought in midway through the season. Bednar has been in Colorado for many, many years. He won a Stanley Cup with the Avalanche in 2022, and he's now coaching this team and yet again another playoff run. Good chance by Necas. Shot on there was denied by Forsberg. In the corner now, getting it back. The Kings will throw it to center. Scott Laughton will play this one ahead, playing for his 3rd team in the last 16 months. Cale Makar throws a pass up top then for Drury. Puck slides down low into the LA zone. Gavrikov ahead to Byfield. 2-on-2 now the other way. LaFerriere with speed brings it into the zone. Fires it on. It's blocked by Burns. Avalanche will steal this one back. Taking it now through center is Olofsson. Cross-ice pass then down low. Logan O'Connor. O'Connor behind the net then for the Avalanche. Battling for it down low in the corner. Drury gets it back then for the Avalanche. He'll throw this one behind the LA net. Up top, Burns fires it on. Saved there by Forsberg. Doughty clears it off the boards. Now Byfield battling for it on the right side. Drury up top to O'Connor, a shot. And that one's denied there by Forsberg. Avalanche getting the pressure on early. Manson up top. Another shot there goes wide from the Avalanche blue line. And stolen back by the Kings down low. They try and regroup. Anderson back down low for Doughty. Drew Doughty will clear this one all the way back to center. Avalanche will quickly take it back and regroup in their own zone. Avs should sweep this Kings team, but we'll see. Yeah, in an ideal world, they probably do, but I think LA will put up a solid fight. Here's Malinsky, shot on there, saved by Forsberg. Down low now in the corner, Malinsky pass over, and Nelson nearly made it a 1-0 game, but he fumbled the puck on the back door. Up top, Malinsky gets another shot on. It's denied there by Forsberg. Taken back then by the Kings. They will get it to center. Joel Edmondson will dump it down low into the Colorado zone. Natchez is the first one there. We'll give it back then to Malinsky as the Avalanche will regroup and try and take this puck through center. About 4 minutes gone. Shots are 4-0 in favor of the Avalanche here in this opening period. Natchez will move this one through center then for Colorado up to the Nate Dog. It's broken up by the Kings. Kempe off the boards to center. Panarin will dump this one down low into the Avalanche zone. Now Kopitar battling forward with Taze. Kopitar throws it up top. Clark cross-ice pass Edmondson. A shot! And that one goes wide of Wedgwood. Back up top. Clark fires it again. That one goes wide as well. Kopitar on the right side. Stolen back then by the Avalanche. Makar will throw a pass up top to McKinnon. It's broken up at center. The Avalanche led the NHL last season in shots per game. 33 on average. Armia intercepted by the Avalanche at the line. They'll play it back down low into the LA zone. Racing forward is Kadri. Getting to it first is Ceci, and that'll be an icing against the Avalanche. Already off to a fast-paced start, and look at that. We have reached 5,700 subscribers. Thank you all so much for that. I really appreciate it. It's been a phenomenal year here on this channel, and there's another milestone, but the job's not finished. All right. Face-off coming up here now in the Colorado zone. It's won back by the Kings. Here's Armia taking it down low now in the corner. Joel Armia regrouping with this puck. Trying to move this one to center. Fires it on there. That one is blocked. Avalanche will take this one back and move it to center. And dump it down low into the LA zone. Getting there first is Anderson. Collision here at the LA line. Huge hit there by Manson on Moore. He's slow to get up. Landeskog gets it back then for the Avalanche. Gabe Landeskog back to Kadri on the right side. Will try and clear it down low into the corner. Still a battle for it here on the right side. Hellenius will take it back then for the Kings and get it to center. Landeskog will dump it down low into the LA zone. Mikey Anderson now will regroup here in his own end. Doughty gets it back as well. Cleared back to center. Dumped into the Colorado zone. Malinsky throws this one around behind the net then to Kiviranta. Kiviranta off the boards to Drury. Taken back then by O'Connor as the Avalanche are offsides. And he'll just backhand it down low and get a chance for the Kings to regroup. About 6 minutes gone here in period number 1. We are scoreless from Colorado. Shots are 4-0 here in favor of the Avalanche. Makar gives it back then for Taze. Devon Taze will chip this one off the boards. He'll dump it down low into the LA zone. Whistle blown dead at 13:48 for, I believe, another icing, actually. Jump back up to live here really quick. Thank you, Jed Knack. I appreciate it. 13:48 left to go here in this opening period. Off to an electric start. I'm feeling pretty good here already. Face off here now in the Colorado zone. It's Nelson versus Kopitar. Thank you, Quincy. Face off one back by the Avalanche. Makar will dump this one to center. Regrouping with it then is Clark. Do you think the Avs could end President's Trophy curse this season? I mean, you never know until it happens. I think any team who wins the President's Trophy can. It's just a matter of, are they able to get the momentum in their favor? Sometimes when you clinch a playoff spot as early as the Avalanche did, you may not be locked in. Here's Kempe, a shot denied there by Wedgwood on the right side. There's the first shot of the game for the Kings. But so far, the Avalanche are already off to a good start. Here's Kempe, brings it into the zone, fires it on Wedgwood. He'll make the save, rebounds there in front. And Kopitar with a good chance on Wedgwood, but he is denied. Here come the Avs now, who will move it through center and clear it down low into the Los Angeles zone. Doughty throws it here through center. Puck goes all the way up in the air and out of play. Just over 7 minutes gone here in this opening period between the Avalanche and the Kings. Good chance there for Kempe at the end. It's still scoreless. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement. It brings more people into the wonderful commentary. Let's take a look at the status report here between these two teams in this one tonight. It's a pretty long status report here. It says DJ Smith said Mallet, Turcotte, and Kuzmenko will be available for the first round, but Mallet is the only one expected to play in Game 1. Kadri, who has missed the last 4 regular season games with a finger injury, is returning tonight. And Manson, who missed the last 2 games with an undisclosed injury, is also playing here today. And then Avalanche coach Jared Bednar said that Wedgwood will start in goal for game number 1. So there you go. We got 80 people in here already to start. That's a good start to tonight's commentary. It's good to see everybody in here. LA plays good defense. Yeah, they have a good defensive game. That's kind of why they're in the playoffs here. They play that solid defensive structure for sure. I'll definitely agree with that. All right. Back here after commercial break in Colorado. They're talking to Ante Kopitar on the TNT broadcast. Obviously, Kopitar going to be his final playoff run. Hope for the best, obviously. Again, it's going to be a difficult run here for him and these Kings. They barely scraped into the playoffs in the last week of the season. But you never know. Upsets have happened before. Shots are 4-3 here in favor of the Avalanche. Kopitar, over 1,500 games in the regular season, over 1,300 points. Face-off here at center ice is won back by the Kings. Regrouping with it now on his own end is Anderson. He'll dump it down low into the Avalanche zone. Makar, back over then for Manson. Manson off the boards to center. Doughty up top then to Moore. Trevor Moore back to Lehkonen. Here's Doughty. On the right side, he'll clear it down low into the Avalanche zone. Burns off the boards then to Natchez. Here's Marty Natchez now through center to McKinnon. McKinnon down the right side, fires it on. That one goes up in the air and out of play in the Los Angeles zone. Clock is always a little bit off. I don't know what that is. Most playoff points in Kings franchise history. Kopitar tied with Luc Robitaille for the second most. And, of course, Wayne Gretzky has the most points as an LA King in franchise history. Went to a cup final back in 1993 with Los Angeles. They played Montreal in that final. Puck is cleared back to center then, battling for it on the right side. Jared Wright clears it down low into the Colorado zone. You know who they beat in that semifinals? The Maple Leafs. Imagine the Maple Leafs beat the Kings back in 93. It would have been a Toronto versus Montreal Stanley Cup final. Could you imagine that in today's NHL? It's impossible, first off. Up the point now, Walensky will clear it around behind the Los Angeles net. Up top to Brett Kulak, stolen back by the Kings. Dumoulin will move it through center. CC up ahead then for Scott Laughton. Laughton will backhand it down low into the Colorado zone. Wah. Cross-ice pass. Ahead then for Kadri, who will backhand it down low into the Los Angeles zone. Brandt Clark will move this one through center. Kings will get it ahead then back down low. Trying to dump that one the other way was Helenius. Stolen back by Nichushkin. Valerie Nichushkin will dump this one into the LA zone. Battling forward here now in the corner. Nichushkin gets it free. Pass over, and Nelson with a good chance there on the back door could not get it on. That's the second time he's been left alone on that back door. Edmondson will get it to center. Helenius will dump it down low into the Colorado zone. The Kings will regroup in their own, or the Avalanche will regroup in their own end. Brent Burns holds it down low. Up top then to Natchez. Natchez with some room, gives it over to McKinnon. McKinnon will dump it here into the Los Angeles zone. Brant Clark tries to clear that one away. Kopitar, drop back for Panarin. Here's Kempe into the zone, fires it on, it's blocked. On the right side now, Devon Toews will regroup with this puck. He'll backhand this one to center. Kings will regroup here in their own end. Drew Doughty back up ahead then for McCarr. Clear back down low into the Avalanche zone immediately. Toews will play it off the boards. Kopitar's there as well. Devon Toews down low in the corner. Cleared up to the point then. LA trying to keep that one into the zone. Avalanche will break this one ahead now through center. They're forced off by the Kings. Toews will be forced to regroup. Halfway through the opening period, the Avalanche and Kings here in Game 1 is tied at zip. Nada. Doughty down low in the corner, back to LaFerriere. Stolen back by the Avalanche. They try and fire one there on Forsberg. They shoot it just wide. Doughty to Anderson. Anderson will clear it off the boards and try and get it to center. Into the zone now with it is Drury. Dumped into the zone furthermore by Kulak. Kings will try and get it back and play it to center. Byfield intercepted to the line. Drury will backhand this one furthermore down low into the corner. Now Doughty back over for Scott Lawton, who will backhand this one down low into the Avalanche zone, just wide of Wedgwood. A lot of back and forth here in this one already. Lawton will backhand it down low into the Avalanche zone furthermore. Panarin battling forward with Kulak. Landeskog's there as well. Joel Armia on the right side then for LA. Stolen back by Kulak, and we have a penalty coming up, and it's against the Avalanche. And I believe it's going to be on the captain, Gabe Landeskog. Or no, it's on the Kings. Sorry, my apologies. It's on the Kings. They blew the whistle when the Avalanche touched it, so I assumed that it was a penalty for the Avs. It's on the Kings. I believe it's the rookie Jared Wright for a slash, and we're going to see an Avalanche power play. My apologies. I thought they blew the whistle when the Avalanche touched it. That was my fault. So I believe the Avalanche will head to the power play. It's Jared Wright for a slash. Avalanche's power play. Let me pull up my little notebook here with all my stats. The Avalanche's power play is actually not that much better than the Kings was. They were ranked 27th in the NHL during the regular season. That was the only thing with the Avalanche where you were like, why is it struggling? Like we were really curious about that. What's up, JJ? How we doing? Welcome to the stream. But again, as I said this in my Mammoth versus Golden Knights preview today. I said that sometimes the regular season numbers, they change in the playoffs. Like you could have a bad power play in the regular season, but in the playoffs you turn things around. It really varies. The regular season numbers, when you look at special teams and goals scored and all that, it matters to a level, but it doesn't really mean a ton because, again, those numbers can change. Yeah, you're right about that, Taco. Taco Tom. All right. Power play coming up here now for the Avalanche. It'll be the first power play of the game for Colorado. DJ Smith getting into it with the officials. And wow, that stick broke clean in half off of Jared Wright's slash. And it will give us a Avalanche power play. 9:06 to go in the opening period. Colorado will head to the man advantage, and I'm not doing my job. My apologies. Face-off here in the Los Angeles zone is won back by the Kings. Avs trying to keep that one in the zone. Kings will take it back immediately and clear it to center. Cale Makar holds it down low in the Avalanche zone. Drops it back then for Natchez. Marty Natchez will swing it over then for McKinnon. McKinnon back to Kadri. Intercepted by Byfield, who will backhand it down the other way. And already off to a great start is the Kings PK. Kings penalty kill was ranked 30th in the NHL this past year. Here's Natchez. Carries it down around LaFerriere. Up top, then Landeskog. Back to McKinnon. Nathan McKinnon cycles it up top. Then the Cale Makar, who returns to the lineup tonight. Makar, right side, fires it on. That one is blocked as it goes down low. And the Kings will clear it back down the other way. Cale Makar will regroup with it now in the Colorado zone. Makar, back over then for Natchez. Natchez will give it back then to McKinnon. McKinnon up top to Kadri. At the point, Makar. Makar over then for Kadri as the Avalanche finally gets set up a little bit over halfway through their power play. Natchez to McKinnon in front, and the puck dribbles there. Now look, Makar down low, pass over, deflected in the crease, and it comes away. McKinnon on the right side then. Kings will get it right back in clear. In the Avalanche zone, Makar drops it back then for Nelson. Brock Nelson will carry it through center. Pass over then for Lehkonen as the second unit begins to get out there. And they threw it around the boards too fast and it slides down the other way. Oh, man. Not a good power play for the Avalanche. Less than 10 seconds to go. Here's one last chance. Nelson to Malinsky. Back over then to Nichushkin. Nichushkin down low will throw it up top then to Taves. Power play is over. Cross-ice pass is shot on and denied by Forsberg. Good save by Anton Forsberg there at 7:02. And again, you might be wondering, why is Forsberg in net over Darcy Kemper, who has more playoff experience? Forsberg started off the month really, really hot. 4-1. Had a .944 save percentage in the month of April. And Coach DJ Smith riding the hot hand. And he's been hot already tonight. Avalanche's power play struggles continue here into the playoffs. Again, obviously it's only one power play, so can't base it off of one singular power play. Face off here in the Los Angeles zone. Kopitar versus Nelson. Two number 11s on the draw. The Kings win it. Clark. Cross-ice pass to Byfield. Panarin. Over then for Clark, who moves it now through center. Tied up there by Nichushkin. Nichushkin on the right side will pass it up top, then 2-on-1 the other way. Wow, shot! And that one goes wide of Forsberg. And up and out of play. Have I opened any Upper Deck Series 2 hockey? I have. I have opened up a couple boxes. Haven't gotten lucky yet on the Schaefer. I've gotten like a lot of good rookies, though. I've gotten Easton Cowan. I think I have a not Jesper Wallstead. I got a Cowan. I got a who's another guy that's in there? I have what's the guy on the Canes? Not Nikishin, somebody else. I think I have a NATO one I got this year. I got a couple rookie cards. Face off here in the Los Angeles zone. One back by the Avalanche. Shot on yet again. Is denied by Forsberg as well. And I think Forsberg's going to be the big decision maker here in this series. That's a definite. Six and a half minutes to go here in period number 1. Shot 7-3 in favor of Colorado. Face-off, one back by the Avalanche. Malinsky will dump it down low. Drury grabs it then on the corner. Stolen back by the Kings. They will get it back to center, and Colorado will regroup now on their own end. Avs will dump it down low into the Los Angeles zone. Doughty battling for it then with O'Connor. On the right side up top to Brett Kulak, who fires it on. Save in front. Puck was in the crease. Kiviranta takes it back. Joel Kiviranta down low in the corner, up top to Kulak. Cross-ice pass into Malinsky. Malinsky fires in, and that one goes wide of Forsberg. Brett Kulak down low in the corner. Avalanche battling for this puck on the right side here. O'Connor fighting with Byfield. LaFerriere will bank this one to center. Kulak over to Malinsky, who will dump it down low. Oh, lucky you, bro. I've been trying to get one for forever. I can't seem to get it. Here's Anderson. Over then to Kempe. Kempe up top to Kopitar, who will hold it at center. He'll regroup in his own end. And now dump back down low into the Avalanche zone. Wah. Back over to Burns. Burns up top to Kadri. Here's O'Connor now through, or sorry, Landeskog now through center. Landeskog will circle it back up top. Burns a shot, and that one goes wide. Rebounds in front, and cleared away there. Kadri pass over, and nearly getting an opportunity was Wall, but his stick was lifted. Here's Kempe the other way. Pass back to Panarin. Panarin carries it in, fires it on Wedgwood, who makes the save. 5:06 left to go here in period number 1. Shots are 8-4 here in favor of the Avalanche, and we are still scoreless from Ball Arena. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. Helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the commentary. We are already at 26 likes. Pretty good to see. What's up, Daniel? Who do I like in this match? I like the Avalanche, but the Kings I think will put up a better fight than people may think. Is it going to be a sweep? I don't know. I think the Kings get at least one. Yeah, I've loved Natchez. He's been a phenomenal ad in Colorado. Marty Natchez in live commentary streams. 24 points. He's very good when I stream him. So in terms of this series and the games we will be live for here on the channel, let me take a look real quick. We'll be live for at least 2 of the games, I'm pretty sure. Just looking at my schedule here really quick. We'll be live for Game 1. We will be live for Game 2. We will be live for Game 3. And Game 4. So we'll be live for all 4 games in this series. Hey, what's up, Richards? Thank you. I appreciate it, bro. We've been on a good trajectory here on this channel the last few months. Looking to increase that furthermore. Now the next goal is 5,800. And I think if we have a good day today, we can make a pretty good dent in that. Cheering for Boston. Anyone that wins will have to face Carolina. Yeah. Well, whoever wins the Battle of Pittsburgh or the Battle of Pennsylvania will have to probably face the Hurricanes. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think Carolina's going to win both the series no matter who they play, whether it's Philadelphia or Pittsburgh. Flyers put up a good night last night. Thank you, Benjamin. I appreciate that. Good to see you here yet again. Hope I can see you more. We'll be live here for plenty of games this week. Again, I showed the schedule. We're live for all 4 games today. We're live for 2 tomorrow and every day all this upcoming week. Face-off coming here now in the Colorado zone. It's won back by the Kings. Up top, Rand Clark. Clears it down low behind the net, then to Kempe. Adrian Kempe below the line. Behind the net then for the Kings. We'll get it in front. Backhand on is blocked. Slid back up top then. Edmondson. Back over then. Up top, Panarin. Clark fires it. And that one's blocked by Wedgwood in front. Down low behind the net then. Avalanche will get it back. They will clear it back to center. Less than 5 minutes to go here in the opening period. Still scoreless. Brant Clark moves it through center. He'll slap shot it down low into the Colorado zone. Makar off the boards to center. Natchez ahead then for Kelly. Now Makar Kings carries it into the zone. Drips it around the right side. Natchez pass over is broken up then by the Kings. Byfield will drop it back down low into the Los Angeles zone. Doughty will try and clear to center. Anderson ahead then for LaFerriere. Stolen back then by the Avalanche. Through center now with speed is Kulak. Brett Kulak, slap shot on, is denied by Forsberg. Any injuries on either team reported, or are all starters healthy? I believe everybody's healthy. LA is currently missing Turcotte and Kuzmenko, but they've been out for a hot minute here. Yeah, Flyers did great last night. That was a great game last night. Best game of the night, in my opinion. Some people disagree with me on that, but I thought it was the best game of the night. Face-off here in the Los Angeles zone. Shots are 8-4 in favor of the Avalanche. And they will blow this play dead. 3:56. Or I'm sorry, 3:55. Oh, I keep pressing it by accident. Landeskog is going to take the draw here against Scott Laughton. They're taking a second here to make sure the clock is correct, and I was right the first time. All right, face-off is won back then by the Avalanche. Kadri tried to fire that one on Forsberg. It goes wide. Laughton trying to bank this one off the center. Down low now, Landeskog trying to poke check it ahead. Kings will get it back and clear the other way. Malinsky off the boards at center. Los Angeles steals it back. They'll dump it down low into the Colorado zone. Landeskog battling for it now. Down low in the corner with Panarin. Kings will get it back to center. They'll dump it down low into the Los Angeles zone. Here's Brian Dumoulin. Dumoulin will get it to center. Avalanche steal it back. Landeskog tried to backhand that one down low. Intercepted by the Kings down low. Cody Ceci will move it through center. Up top head for Moore. Moore's got some room. Fires it. Saved by Wedgwood. Rebounds there. Byfield throws it through the crease and wide. Up top now Doughty. Comes in. He's got some room. Doughty shoots it. Save in front. Rebounds there in front. And how did Doughty miss that? A wide open net. Here's Byfield in front for Laferriere. A shot. And that one goes wide. Laferriere. Up top then to Anderson. Broken up by Natchez at the line. The Kings will send it back though and regroup before anything goes wrong. Some great chances there for Los Angeles, but Scott Wedgwood stones them. Devon Toews will carry it down low then in the Avalanche zone. 2.5 minutes to go. I only collect baseball and hockey, Taco. I only collect baseball and hockey. Never really been in the football that much. I'm not that much in the football, to be honest with you. I'll watch it, but I'm not, like, invested in it in that way. Kings will clear it off the boards, kept in by Toews. He'll fire it wide of Forsberg. On the right side now, moving it through center. Ward will get it up to Hellenius. Hellenius, joining him is Clark. Hellenius will battle for it down low in the corner with Toews. Kiviranta will clear it back to center then for Colorado. O'Connor will bank this one off the boards and back down low into the Kings' end. Brant Clark will regroup with it now in the Los Angeles zone. Clark off the boards to center. Puck slides all the way back then into the Los Angeles end. Here's Kopitar. Anze Kopitar now with speed. He'll dump it around behind the net then in the Avalanche zone. Kempe behind the net. Malinsky off the boards then to Parker Kelly. Kelly will send a pass to center. Kelly will carry this one through the zone. He'll dump it into the Los Angeles end. Nelson battling for it on the right side. Avalanche trying to get this one down low. Kelly battling for it with Kopitar, approaching the final minute of play here in period number 1. Kings will hold it now in their own zone. Dumoulin looking for options, hearing some boos here in the Avalanche crowd. At center now with that puck is Kopitar. Scott Laughton. Laughton throws it down low behind the net. Getting to it first is Nathan McKinnon. Will feed a centering pass for Landeskog, intercepted by the Kings. Doughty fires it around down low. Taken back then by Makar. Makar off the boards for Natchez. Natchez will get around the D out of his net to play it as Forsberg, and Laughton will dump this one all the way back into the Avalanche zone. This should be an icing. And that it will be. Thoughts on Bruins Sabres tonight? Sabres win game 1. It's the first game in Buffalo in over 15 years. They're going to win game 1. Yeah, I think the Sabres take that series too. Made a couple errors in my preview as well. I knew Alex Lyon was injured, but I thought he was back from injury, and I didn't realize that. So, kind of made some errors in my preview there. LA's playing better than I thought they would. I agree, they've been a lot better. Face-off coming here now in the Los Angeles zone. It's won back by the Kings. Here's Doughty. Behind the net then for Los Angeles. Now 30 seconds to go. He'll gain the line and dump it into the Colorado zone. Here's Devon Toews. Moves it through center. Will dump it down low into the LA end. Edmondson. Regrouping here now down low. Joel Edmondson will get it back to center. Now 10 seconds to go. And another icing here at 6 seconds against, or 7 seconds, sorry, against the Kings. Shots 9-6 in favor of Colorado. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Already a good start here to tonight's commentary streams. Be sure to subscribe down below. I agree, Daniel. It definitely will be. I think Buffalo will win that game. They have to. Then I think Boston will bounce back. Face off in the LA zone, won by the Avalanche. Makar comes in, fires it above the net. And wide of Forsberg. Time will tick down. Nelson, one last chance. And that'll do it for period number 1. End of the first period here in Colorado. No goals scored in this opening frame. The goaltenders were perfect. And we will step aside now for the intermission. And that being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack, go get a drink, do what you got to do. We will be back for period number 2 momentarily. This is the countdown till the second. And I will see you guys then. Well, I'm still on, obviously. No problem, John. Thank you. If the game ends 0-0 in regular time, does both goalies get a shutout? So first off, in the playoffs, that's not possible. In the regular season, if it were to be like that, then I think so. I think they would get shutouts. I think the winning goalie would get a shutout, but the losing goalie would not, but they'd still have a good save percentage. It's a good question. It's not possible in the playoffs, obviously. I think you know that. But yeah. Am I doing any card openings again? Later on this week. I do have one planned later on this week. I'll announce it then. I'm still waiting for my YouTube check to come in for last month. And once that comes in, I'll buy the cards and we'll do an unboxing here. Probably next week. Sometime next week, hopefully. I'll let you guys know. Boos in the crowd. Yeah, I've heard some boos there from the Avalanche crowd. Basically only when the Kings are carrying the puck, though. Good period, though. Kind of like yesterday's opening game. It was scoreless. Yeah, I hope I explained that well. If it is 0-0 after 3 periods and an overtime, I believe the goalie who wins gets the shutout. The goalie who loses doesn't get a shutout, but he has a perfect save percentage. It's interesting. Anyhow, shots are 9-5 after 20 minutes of play. Got a good crowd. We had 144 people is the viewer high. Carolina, Ottawa will be a good series to watch. Yeah, game 1 was fun yesterday. I enjoyed that. Already got 40 likes here on this commentary. That's awesome. Thank you all so much for that. Forgot to update my stat sheet here. There we go. So yeah, in net tonight, it's obviously Wedgwood versus Forsberg. Wedgwood playing in his 6th live commentary. And Forsberg is playing in his 4th. Do I like the black and red Sabres jerseys? I love them. They're the best. They're my favorite of any Buffalo jersey. They are my favorite. Kings are playing better than anticipated. May just call my brother-in-law Mario in LA. Feared the worst. Yeah, I mean, again, it's only 1 period. We'll see what happens as we go on in the game. But I think they did play well in that first period, comparatively speaking. They held their ground. And I definitely think that's what you need to do against this team, for sure. $25% off Authentic Pros. Damn. I didn't make my picks today. Damn it. Let me do it for the other 3 games real quick. Yeah, still 318. So Exactly, that's what I was thinking. Still probably hella expensive. Over $300. Dylan happy with the period? Good, he should be. All right, pretty good start to that opening period. Kings and Avalanche tied at zip. Be sure to subscribe down below if you're new. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Tomorrow, we will have our last series preview. Oilers and Ducks is dropping tomorrow. That'll be the streams tomorrow, by the way. Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and Anaheim, Edmonton will be tomorrow. And then starting throughout the rest of the week, we're going to do our series reviews and season outlooks for the teams that are no longer in the playoffs. I thought they played well. I thought they they played up to Colorado's level, even though the shots don't really say that much, but it's only a 4-shot difference. The Kings played better than I think a lot of people thought they would, but it's only the first period. Got to get some goals on the board. Do I have a backup if I lose my voice? We'll just stop. There's no backup. No, I should be fine. As long as I'm hydrating myself the entire time, my voice should last. I don't know how it's still fine. Like, even yesterday, like, I was ready to go. I was rolling the entire day. And I think it was because I was drinking water like crazy. If you guys couldn't tell, I probably went through like 30 bottles of water yesterday. I got a whole case here next to me. Might have to bring in another case by the end of today, though. As long as I'm hydrating, my voice seems to last. All right. Go Habs, go. We'll be live for that game later. Love to hear it. Don't forget, I will promote this throughout the stream. I'll try to remember. Lightning, Habs, Sabres, Bruins, and Mammoth versus Golden Knights all on the commentary schedule tonight. No Stanley Cup since the 1933 Canadiens. 33 years. Yeah. It's been a long time. Maybe this will change. Maybe today will change. Kings in 3. We shall see, bro. Where's my charger? My phone's already about to die. Get some Ricola. I should be good. Tomorrow, though. Tomorrow during the day, I might be dying because I'll probably be up pretty late and I got to get up for school early. But I was prepared for that. It's all good. I only have school Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, so. All right. I think Celebrini is an MVP in the next 3 seasons. Monster year, 45 goals. Yes, I agree. The only reason why he doesn't get a finalist spot this year is because his team didn't make the playoffs. And that kind of sucks for him, but I feel like if he was going to win it, he had to his team had to make the playoffs, and they did not this year. So I think he'll get there, though. Fortunately, I think he will get there. Don't forget, after all the games conclude, there will be a recap video coming up on the channel of all the playoff games for the day, and then top performers as well. We're going to do that for every single night of the playoffs here as well. Panarin and Kempe need to step up. Kopitar cannot carry these guys forever. Yep, definitely. Panarin, I'm expecting a big playoffs from Panarin. If the Avalanche, or if the Kings want to beat the Avalanche, you need a big performance there from Panarin. Let me wipe off my camera. It looks really blurry for some reason on my end. Let me wipe it off real quick. All right, there we go. Get my little trusty thing here. There we go. Look a little bit better, probably. McDavid will probably win. Yeah, probably wins the Hart if we're being realistic. I still got to do that. I still got to make my awards prediction video. I'll do that probably sometime this week on a day where I'm not on a day where I don't have school. But yeah, McDavid probably wins the heart if we're being realists here. Imagine if the Avalanche traded Blackwood and some first and second round picks for Hellebuck. Apparently he's frustrated with the Jets franchise. Yeah, I made a video on that today. I made a video talking about that today with Hellebuck. I don't think he gets traded. It's almost impossible. He has a big contract. I don't think the Jets would do that. But he was calling for a change. The only reason why people are really concerned about it is that it's Winnipeg. Because Winnipeg has had that issue before with guys who want to leave. And so I think Cheveldayoff will fight to make changes, though. Scott Laughton could be a factor. Yeah, he's looked solid tonight already. I like the way he's played. Thank you all for your support today. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. Helps out with the engagement, brings more people in the wonderful commentary. We have crossed over the 1,000 view mark here on this commentary stream. Thank you all so much. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. It's the third stream in a row where we have gotten over 1,000 views here on the channel. McDavid has won 6 Hart trophies. Yup. He's been a phenomenal, such a dynamic player in his career already. He's incredible. All right, got about 5.5 minutes to go to period number 2. How long have I watched hockey? About 10 years. I got into it when I was around like 10 years old. I'm 19, so it's been about 10 years. Pretty crazy. He also didn't really play until, what, 21? Yeah. That's also correct, yes. He might hit 2,000 points. Like, I think that's very possible. He'd be the second player ever to do that. Yeah, 20. I was going to say, yeah, 20. It's all good. We got 120 people here in the stream. Thank you all so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Speaking of Winnipeg, they've had internal problems forever. Yeah, they have. I think they'll bounce back next year, though. It'd be nice to see Winnipeg bounce back. We did not stream them that much this year. Definitely need to make an effort to do that more. We only streamed the Jets 4 times this year. So I definitely need to make an improvement on that. There are a couple teams that I need to stream a lot more next year. But yeah, guys, we do stream during the regular season too. We stream every week, actually. All 32 teams. All right, period number 2 coming up in just a moment, folks. Already have 409 goals and 1,200 points in 794 games. Yeah, he's a different animal. McDavid's a beast. Can't wait to see him in the playoffs this year. Maybe this is the year he finally gets it done. Anything less than at least an appearance in the Cup final will be a lost season for the Avalanche. Yeah, honestly. After the season they've had, I think the last few years they've lost in the first round. Got to start showing some improvement. I wonder, like, if they really would let go of Bednar if they ended up losing in the first round this year. Flyers are your favorite team. Mine, I got to watch them win 2 cups. Yeah. Congrats on the Pier Flyers. Martone's impressive. Hell yeah, he is, Rock and Roar. Hopefully Boston can get the win and see Hagens get a goal tonight. Yeah, man, we'll see. It'll be fun to commentate that game. It's been a while since we've streamed the Bruins, so looking forward to get them in for a stream tonight. And again, I'll promote it here before we get started with the second period. Lightning Canadiens, Bruins Sabres, and Mammoth Knights is all in the schedule. Look at that pick of Keller. I should have used a better picture of Clayton Keller there than him with his eyes barely open. Probably should have used a better photo. Just want Montreal to lose. We'll see, ma'am. We'll see if you get your wish tomorrow. Or today. Not tomorrow, today. McDavid has 6 Art Rosses and 3 hearts. He's a beast. He is an absolute beast. All right, second period coming up in just a moment, guys. Do I know if the Bruins have a captain assigned for the playoffs? I do not. I don't think they do. I do not think they do. I don't think I've ever. I don't think I've commentated Hagens before. Let me look this up. No, I've never commentated James Hagens before. I don't think. Maybe once in the World Juniors, but it'll be fun to see him for the first time tonight. Would choose Pasternak. Yeah, that'd be the go-to choice for a lot of people. All right. Alrighty, everyone, let's get ready for the start of period number 2 between the Colorado Avalanche and the Los Angeles Kings. First period recap, no goals were scored in that opening frame. There was a power play, but the Kings killed it off. And it is that for 20 minutes of play. Let's get ready for the next 20 here from Ball Arena. Taking a look now at your stats through 20. Shots are 9-5 in favor of the Avalanche. Face-off percentage is 56% in favor of the Kings. Power plays, Avalanche 0 for 1. Kings yet to have a power play tonight. Hits are 21-20, and block shots are 7-6 in favor of the Avalanche. Period number 2 is underway. Here's Brock Nelson up top, then the Kulak. Shot there is fired wide from the Kings net. Down low in the corner now, Drew Doughty trying to pick this one up and get it to center. Avalanche will throw it furthermore into the LA zone. Mikey Anderson battling forward in the corner then with Nichushkin. Moore up top to Laferriere. Laferriere fires it into the chest of Wedgwood. I say Lightning. Montreal does numbers to keep up with Tampa Bay. We'll see. I think Montreal will put up a good fight. I do think Tampa wins that series, though. All right. Shots 9-6. Kings get the first shot of period number 2 as I Put in the same number as I did. Whoops. Face-off coming up here now in the Colorado zone. It's one back then by the Avalanche. Tays off the boards to center. Here's Joel Edmondson on the right side. He'll dump it down low into the Colorado zone. Wedgwood clears it off the boards to Kempe. Back down low then, Gabe Landeskog gets it back for the Avalanche. Makar off the boards to McKinnon. McKinnon into the zone, then up top then. Down low, Lehkonen, pass over, and Makar nearly had a wide open opportunity, but he could not get the puck in time. Here's Edmondson. Pass over then for Clark. Clark will chip this one off the boards to Kempe, who will throw a saucer pass. It's broken up then by the Avalanche. 3-on-2. McKinnon into the zone. McKinnon comes in. Dekes around. Fires it. Save. Rebounds there. Denied by Forsberg. Any chance we go back to the 1-8 seed this season? I would like to see that, but sadly, I don't know if it's possible. I don't think Gary Bettman will do it. I don't think Bettman will do it, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, I don't think that's possible. But you never know. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Face-off coming up here now in the Los Angeles zone. Lawton will take the draw against Waugh. Face-off is won back then by the Kings. Here's Ceci. Off the boards ahead then for Jared Wright. Banked ahead to Armia. Joel Armia. Cross-ice pass then to Lawn. Lawn a shot. Gloved by Wedgwood. It would be nice, but I don't think we'll see it, sadly. Shots are 11-7. Face-off coming up here now yet again in the Colorado zone. It's going to be Scott Lawton versus Waugh. Face-off won back by the Avalanche. Getting that one now is Manson. He will clear this back down low into the LA zone, and Forsberg will make the save and cover up at 18-15. New format has way more exciting series, but yeah, it's not ideal. Stars Wild playing round one. Last year wasn't an Avs Stars round one. Yes, you're right about that. It was. Dallas and Minnesota probably think so. Yeah. It's a fun first round series, but that should be a second or third round series. Well, obviously it should be more like a second round series. Face off here won by the Avalanche. Burns a shot, and that one goes up in the air and wide. Avalanche will get it back. Manson clears it around back down low to the corner. On the right side now, Brian Dumoulin will drop it back for Scott Lawton. Lawton will carry this one through center. Racing forward with speed is Wright. Wright battling for it then with Manson. Down low in the corner, Kings will set up. Armia backhands it around down low. McKinnon off the boards to Natchez. Puts it through his legs and getting it then is Kadri. Nazem Kadri back over to Manson. Manson up top then to McKinnon. McKinnon comes in. He's offsides. And they blow the play dead. Nathan McKinnon not a fan of that. And there's Darcy Kemper, former Colorado Avalanche goaltender. He won the Stanley Cup with Colorado back in 2022. He had a .902 save percentage during that postseason run in 16 games played. He tandemed with Pavel Francouz. Remember that name? This is his second season here with the Los Angeles Kings. Face-off here is won back then by the Avalanche. Kulak back over to Malinsky. Malinsky will chip this one off the boards and back down low into the Los Angeles zone. Here's Drew Doughty. Down low in the corner will clear this one off the boards. Now O'Connor battling for it on the right side then with Anderson. Jeff Mallett now trying to get this one to center. Mallett on the right side, stolen back then by the Avalanche. Kivi Ranta will bank this one down low. Kivi Ranta battling for it now with Anderson. Scott Lawton's there as well, trying to get that one loose. Matthew Joseph is there too. Down low in the corner. Jack Drury up top, then the Kulak. Avalanche have it in the Kings zone. Shot on, saved by Forsberg. Rebound is cleared away and a whistle blown dead and a penalty coming up. And it's against the Kings. Matthew Joseph will be called for interference, I believe. And we will see a Colorado power play for the second time today. No piss breaks? I'll have a piss break soon. I know. I can feel it. I have to go eventually. Probably next commercial break, maybe. Shots are 13-7 in favor of Colorado. We have 170 people here in the chat. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Face-off here now in the LA zone is a tie-up as the Avalanche begin their second power play of the night. Natchez up top to Makar. Makar back over to Kadri. Cross-ice pass. Poke checked away by Lawton. Down low now, McKinnon in front. Denied. Rebounds there on Forsberg. And the Kings clear it away. Great save by Forsberg and great defensive play by Los Angeles. Much better than the first power play for Colorado already. Natchez loops it back around. Tried to give it over then for McKinnon. McKinnon back to Makar. Makar to McKinnon. McKinnon dekes it now through center. McKinnon will throw this one up top to Makar. Makar to McKinnon. Avalanche cycling the puck. Makar at the point now for the Avalanche. Makar back over to Kadri. Kadri to Makar. Makar to McKinnon. Down low now in the corner. Natchez below the line. Natchez at the line. Pass up top to McKinnon. McKinnon will cycle it down low behind the net. Still looking for the red option. Natchez, top of the circle, back to McKinnon. Puts it in front. Saved by Forsberg. Rebounds there in front. And Landeskog loses it. Colorado gets it back. Makar down low to Kadri. Kadri fires it off the side of the net. Edmondson battling for now on the right side with Landeskog. Landeskog back over to Natchez. Natchez up top to Makar. Makar to Kadri. Kadri to Makar. Cale Makar back over to Landeskog. 30 seconds to go on the Avs power play. Makar to Kadri. Kadri to McKinnon, a shot. That one is blocked. And the Kings get it back, and they will clear. Thank you, Travis. I appreciate it. We'll be live for the whole playoffs. 15 seconds to go here on the Avalanche power play. Shots are now 16-7 in favor of Colorado. Natchez into the zone. Backhands it up top to Taze. Taze to Malinsky. Malinsky fires it. Saved by Forsberg. Power play is over. Armia, he'll look for Joseph, and he comes out of the box and misses the pass. And I think it's an offsides anyway. Or an icing, one of the two. No goals in that Colorado power play. Some solid chances. But alas, there were no goals scored. We are still scoreless here in period number 2. Face-off coming up here yet again in the Los Angeles zone. It's going to be Byfield versus Nelson on the draw. Face-off is won back by the Kings. Anderson clears it off the boards back to center. Nichushkin battling for it then with Armia. Nichushkin clears it off the boards then for Brock Nelson. Down low behind the net. Cleared all the way back down yet again into the Los Angeles zone. Anderson will get it over then for Panarin. Panarin back to Kopitar. Drop back then for Kempe. Kempe comes in, fires it wide of Wedgwood. Panarin back to Kempe. Kempe will chip it off the boards down low. Clark fires it on. That one's denied there as well. Kopitar back on the right side. Colorado will take it. They'll get it to center. Clark back over then for Kopitar. Kings will dump it down low into the Colorado zone. Shots are 16-8. Here come the Avs the other way. O'Connor a shot. That one is blocked. And a good block there by the Kings. Colorado now forced to regroup at center. And a whistle blown dead as down on the ice is Brian Dumoulin. He blocked that shot on O'Connor. It was right up there close. Hopefully he's okay. And the trainer's going to come out to assist. And I believe we will step aside. O'Connor got a shot there on Dumoulin. It got off the side of the knee. And we are still scoreless here in period number 2. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. We are now on the quest to 5,800. Thank you all for joining us here today. We are live for all 4 playoff games. Avs stuck on power play regular season. Weird they finished first. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're better at everything else. Actually, I shouldn't say yeah. They're better at everything else than their power play's been the only bad thing. We'll see if that script flips though. Do I play hockey? Yes, I do. I play roller and floor hockey on occasion. On occasion. All right, shots 16-8 in favor of Colorado. They're really good at everything else? Yes, they are indeed. Hopefully Brian Dumoulin is okay. Blocked that shot from O'Connor. It was right there up close in the knee. He's going to the locker room. Hopefully all is well with him. You never hope for injuries. Face-off coming up here now. It's going to be in the neutral zone just outside of the Kings' End. 14:49 left to go here in the second period. We are still scoreless. It's going to be Drury versus Byfield here on the draw. It is the second of 3 games in the Western Conference bracket that will open up tonight, or the first of 2. Sorry. First of 2. What am I saying? Second of 4 overall. Face-off here in the Los Angeles zone. Battling for now on the right side. Manson will dump it down low into the LA zone. O'Connor off the boards behind the net. Then to Kiviranta. Kiviranta back down low. Up top then. Shot on save by Forsberg. Here's Moore. Trevor Moore now will carry it here through center. Moore with speed. Pass over then for LaFerriere. A shot saved by Wedgwood. And the puck is off the boards. Here come the Avs the other way. 2-on-2. O'Connor. He's got Drury. O'Connor up top then fires it on. He scores! The referees wave it dead immediately. No goal. As I believe it was Drury that ran into Forsberg. And they waved it dead immediately. We will take a look at this, but O'Connor put it past Forsberg, but Drury kind of ran into him as the play broke down. We will see if this counts. It was called a no-goal on the ice, and looking at it now, yeah, probably no goal. He does interfere with, Doughty does kind of interfere with him a little bit, though. He kind of does make him fall into Forsberg, so we'll see what the actual call is here, but I think Bednar wants to get this looked at. Yeah, I think he's going to challenge that. I think Bednar might challenge this. This could turn over to a good goal. I mean, he kind of falls into Doughty. He kind of gets ran into Doughty, and that's why he falls on the Forsberg. But the question you ask yourselves is, would he have interfered with Forsberg anyway if Doughty wasn't there? It's a what-if question. We'll see. They're challenging it. We'll take a look. We'll see if it's a goal. If you had to ask me, I think it could go either way. But referee's still looking at it right now as we speak. So I am not exactly sure. Same as the 1 goal from the Flyers game last night. Sort of. Sort of. Referees will definitely take a long look at this. I'm probably a little bit behind, too, so maybe you guys find out before me. Yeah, maybe not, Silent Goldie. All right, they're still looking at it here. Well, again, thank you all for tuning in. All right, here's the call. There is still no goal on the play. They say no goal. And we will play on. We will play on. Or I guess they keeping that shot. So I guess off of that, with that coach's challenge, it does technically mean the Kings will go to the power play. It was an unsuccessful challenge, which means the Kings will get the first power play of the game. Stars should rebound in game 2. Yes. I agree. Needs evidence, needs lots of evidence to overturn, or the call stands. Yep, you are right on that. And I do know that. All right, delay of game call here against the Avalanche. Kings will go to the power play. Face-off, Kopitar versus Nelson. Off the draw, Kings win it, and they blow it dead immediately. So, no, they don't. Never mind. Plenty of face-off violations here tonight. They always have that. What team would Hellebuck choose if he decides to leave? I couldn't begin to tell you. A contender, a team that needs a goalie. A contender that needs a goaltender, and that can take on that big contract. Face-off, one back by the Kings. On the right side, Laferriere. Down low to Kopitar. Panarin below the line, then to Laferriere. Laferriere to Panarin. Panarin right side. Manson runs into him. He gets the puck away. Taves will take it and clear. Brandt Clarke regroups now in the LA zone. Colorado's power play was the best PK in the entire NHL last year. Here's Brandt Clarke. Moves it now through center. King struggling to get it into the Colorado zone. Kopitar battling for it on the right side. Clarke at the point for Los Angeles. Panarin, right circle, backhands it down low. Laferriere for Kempe. Kempe battling for with Kelly. Kulak will still tries to clear. Kings keep it in. Clarke to Kempe. Kempe down low. Laferriere up to Kempe. He fumbles the pass and it comes out to center. Kings will regroup. Here's Clarke. In his own end for Los Angeles. Will drop it back then for Byfield. Quinton Byfield carries it into the zone. Kind of loses the puck. Up top Panarin. Pass over to Doughty. Doughty on the right side then. Kings will circle this. A shot from Lawton goes up in the air and out of play. Oh, wrong number there. Puck went off the mask of Scott Wedgwood, it looks like. Let me see the replay here. Oh, yeah. Right off the top of the head. Face off here now in the Colorado zone. Lawton versus Nelson. Shot up top. Armia. Shot. That one goes wide of Wedgwood. On the right side. Puck is cleared back to center. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Yeah, you know what? They won both those series, so I'm not worried about Dallas just yet. Byfield. Over then for Armia. Byfield battling for it then on the right side. Moore will backhand it around behind the net, then up top to Doughty. Power play will come to a close. Good kill by the Avalanche. Lawton comes back into the zone. Scott Lawton moves in, fires it, save, rebounds there in front. They try to jab it off the back of the net. Trevor Moore will throw it back up top. Dumoulin keeps it barely in the zone as he returns from the locker room. Here come the Avs the other way. Waugh fires it wide of Forsberg. Dumoulin battling for on the right side, then with Lehkonen. Waugh up top to McKinnon. McKinnon will drop it back. Shot from Lehkonen, and that one goes wide as well. McKinnon at the point for Colorado. Crosses pass to Burns. A shot saved there by Forsberg, and the Kings will try and clear. Doughty battling for it now with Lehkonen on the right side. Avalanche now, or Kings will bring it through center. They'll dump it into the Colorado zone. Helenia steals it back. Wraparound chance. Denied by Wedgwood, and he will cover up. Some good chances here for the Kings. In these last few minutes, shots are 9-6 in favor of Colorado. Trevor Moore had a good little tip in front. He could not make it work, though. Good penalty kill there by the Avalanche. Again, their penalty kill was ranked #1 in the NHL. Face-off coming up here now in the Colorado end. Face-off won by the Kings. Clark behind the net then to Kempe. Kempe on the right side then for LA. Fires it on. It's blocked. Puck will slide in there on Wedgwood. He'll decide to make the save at 10-16. Kings have been pressuring here these last few minutes. They've gotten a couple of good chances. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. Helps out with the engagement. Brings more people into the commentary. We are at 57 likes here on this commentary. That is awesome. Face-off coming up here now in the Colorado zone. One back by the Kings. Kempe up top. Clark a shot. Save. Rebounds in front. Kopitar pass over. Oh, they couldn't finish. Panarin had an open lane, but didn't get enough on that shot. Kempe. Down low then for Kopitar. Halfway through the game and the period. Clark for Panarin. Panarin circles it around to the point. Panarin trying to move it to center. Looks for options. Fires it on. It goes high and wide. Clark on the right side. Up top then Edmondson. Down low in the corner. Panarin battling for it there with Kulak. Kopitar gets it back. Edmondson fires it again. Saved by Wedgwood. And now the physicality keeps on mounting up. Just over halfway through period number 2. Game 1 is still scoreless between the Kings and the Avs. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. Helps out with the engagement. Brings more people into wonderful commentary. I am going to go to the bathroom really quick. I will be right back, guys. Give me just a second. Alrighty, I have returned. Sorry about that, guys. Use the bathroom really quick. Alright. Still scoreless here, a little bit over halfway through period number 2. Yeah, for the Panthers to make that work, for Hellebuck to go there, you got to make a lot of money, make a lot of space, but it's... I could see them pulling it off somehow. I think we're a ways away from that, though. I don't think Hellebuck gets traded soon. All right. Thank you, Spider-Man. Face-off coming up here now in the Colorado zone. Nathan McKinnon will take the draw against Quinton Byfield. Both high draft picks. McKinnon will take it against Byfield. The face-off will not be played just yet. Shots are now 18-14 in favor of the Avalanche. The Kings have put on some good chances. Colorado wins the draw. Trevor Moore keeps it in the zone. Cross-ice pass is broken up by the Avalanche. McKinnon is tripped, and that will be a penalty. Quinton Byfield will head to the box for a tripping call on the Nate Dogg. And the Avalanche will go back to the man advantage here in period number 2. That's a textbook trip as well. Can't really argue that. That is a textbook tripping. What's up, Chad? How we doing? All right, power play here for the Avalanche. Face-off coming up in the Los Angeles zone. Avs power play 0 for 2 tonight. We will see if third time's the charm. The face-off is a tie-up then. The Kings will win it back. They will clear it all the way back down the other way. Getting it back then is Wedgwood. Scott Wedgwood now behind his own net. We'll give it up then for Makar, who breaks through the D. Makar still has the puck. Comes in. Saved by Forsberg. Oh, man. Cale Makar showing off his moves and nearly did it all alone. But he could not convert. Forsberg with a nice save. That was close. That was a pretty good chance. Face-off coming up here yet again in the Los Angeles zone. Anton Forsberg, 19 saves tonight. He's played well. Face-off here yet again in the Los Angeles zone. One back by the Avalanche. Makar down low in the corner then for Landeskog. Landeskog fighting forward alongside Joel Edmondson. Edmondson trying to get that one loose. It's a 5-man battle down low in the corner. McKinnon jabbing at it alongside Laferriere. The Kings will get to it first. Armia will grab it and clear it to center. Stolen back quickly by Kadri. Whistle blown dead. We have a penalty coming up. I'm pretty sure we have a penalty coming up. We do. Marty Natchez for interference on Joel Armia. And we'll get some 4-on-4 time, followed by a brief Los Angeles power play. So the ice will free up here a little bit. And then we will see Colorado, or we will see Los Angeles get a power play opportunity. Face-off coming up here now in the Colorado zone. This is the 18th time in Watch with Nordic history we are streaming the Avalanche. The 14th time we have streamed the Kings. Face-off here in the Colorado zone. It's one back then by the Avalanche. Cale Makar will move this one through center. Cross-ice pass then to McKinnon. McKinnon will bring it ahead to center. Up top, Makar. Makar waits, fires it. It's blocked. Kings will take it back through center. Moore off the boards to Doughty. Drew Doughty will take it behind the net. Pass in front, broken up there by McKinnon. Here comes the Nate Dogg. McKinnon down the right side, gains the line, pass to Taze. Taze to McKinnon, comes in, fires it, up and high. Devon Taze up top then for Malinsky. Malinsky to McKinnon. McKinnon at the point for the Avs, shoots it. And that one's wide there of Forsberg. Malinsky down low then for Taze. Taze up top to Brock Nelson. Nelson to Malinsky. 4-on-4 for another 30 seconds. Malinsky at the point, back over to Nelson. Malinsky for Nichushkin. Nichushkin carries it down low. Shot on goes wide of Forsberg. Time winding down on the 4-on-4. LA finally gets the puck. They'll regroup. Anderson tied up there by Nichushkin. Slides it back down low then for Doughty. Kings will get a power play now for about 40 seconds. Doughty off the boards then for Panarin. Panarin, cross-ice pass to Kempe. Kempe's got some room. He'll drop it up top then to Clark. Clark to Panarin. Back to Clark. It deflects up. And into the Colorado bench. Or into the LA bench, sorry. 7-11. Almost hit Darcy Kemper there, that puck. Huh. And the Avalanche are quite familiar with pucks hitting people. Jerry Bednar was in the face with a puck at the end of the regular season. Looks to be okay. Face off in the Colorado zone. It's Byfield who will take the draw against, I believe that's Drury out there on the ice. 30 seconds of power play time for the Kings. Face off. Won by the Avalanche. Kings take it right back. LaFerriere up top. Clark. Down low behind the net to LaFerriere. On the right side, then getting it back is Panarin. Panarin. Off the boards then to Byfield. Byfield to Panarin. Panarin on the right side, then back to LaFerriere. I think the Avs win game one. Clark fires it wide there of Wedgwood. LaFerriere on the right side then for Byfield. Quinton Byfield fires it on. Save rebound throw goes through the crease. And taken back then by the Kings. Panarin. Below the line then for Los Angeles. Clark. Cross ice pass then to Dumoulin. Fires it on. Saved by Wedgwood. He'll grab that puck and cover. Can't go against the Avs in this one, but if the Kings were to steal a game, it would be this one. Probably. .6:28 left to go here in period number 2. Shots are 19-13. They keep changing the shots on me. What the hell? Got I believe about like 20 seconds of power play time still for the Kings. Face-off one back by the Avalanche. Power play is over. I correct myself there. My apologies. Kings regrouping with it now on the right side. Byfield back over to Wright. Jared Wright carries it into the zone. Pass up top. Then shot from CC is blocked in front. Rebounds there. Saved by Wedgwood. Drury battling for it on the right side. Kadri takes it back for the Avalanche. Kadri will dump it in there just wide of Forsberg. Down low now in the corner. Los Angeles gets it back. Dumoulin up ahead then for Lawton. 3-on-2 for the Kings. Armia fires it. And that one goes right. Rebounds there. And it's blocked. Down low here now. Landeskog. Up ahead then for Kadri. Nazem Kadri breaks it through the zone. Tied up there by Kopitar. Battling for it now behind the net. Makar. Below the line. Cross ice pass then to Anderson. Taken back by Landeskog in front. Here's Natchez. He'll loop it back around. Pass up top then for McKinnon. McKinnon comes in. Fires it. Saved by Forsberg. And he'll cover up. We will step aside here once again. 5:26 remaining in period number 2. We are still tied. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. We have crossed over the 2,000 view mark here on this commentary stream. Thank you all so much for that. It's greatly appreciated. Last year, Kings were competitive against the Oilers, but D-Man got tired since Coach Hiller only played 4 D-Man every game. Yup, he did do that. Kopitar is done for the season. I wonder who will replace him. We'll see. I mean, obviously, this current Kings roster will. Shots are 20-14 in favor of the Avs. Oh, my clock's still going. What the hell? Thought I paused that. Got over 200 people joining us today on this stream. Just put 10 on the Kings. Nice. We'll see if you get it, bro. What games am I doing today? All of them. I am doing all of them, JJ. Every single one. Don't forget, later on tonight, Lightning versus Canadiens, Bruins versus Sabres, and Mammoth versus Golden Knights, all coming up here on the channel. Face-off here now is won back by the Kings. They will clear it all the way Down into the Avalanche zone for yet again another icing at fifth, 5-17. Matthews to the Kings. Shots are 20-14. Still awaiting our first goal of this one tonight. The goaltenders have been good. Canadians in 4. Lightning and Habs should be a good one. Yeah, but if this one doesn't end before that, I might be streaming this till this one's done. Face off here in the Los Angeles zone. Lawton versus McKinnon. My voice should last. That should be good. McKinnon versus Lawton. They will kick Lawton out of the face-off circle. Now Laferriere will come in. Taking forever to do this draw. Face-off one back by the Avalanche. Makar to Taze a shot. That one goes wide. Up at the point then, Makar will drop it down low behind the net. Doughty gets it back for the Kings. They'll chip it to center. Lawton into the zone. Fires it. Denied there by Wedgwood. And into the glove. As Laferriere gets into it there with Lehkonen. My voice will break during the Habs game. Score after score after score. I don't know, man. It could be a close game. You never know. Exactly 5 minutes to go here in this second period. Both goalies have been perfect. 6-3 Montreal. Yeah, it'll be a high-scoring game for sure. It should be fun, though. Face-off here in the Colorado end. Nelson versus Kopitar. Face-off one back by the Avalanche. Makar clears it to center. Into the zone now. Brock Nelson gets to the D. He loses the puck, though, as Clark poke checks it away at the last second. Kopitar battling for them with Nelson. Getting it back. Backhand on there was Kelly. He's blocked. Parker Kelly up top to Makar. A shot. And that one goes up and out of play. Now 4:39 to go. There's been a couple of chances for the Avalanche where they've gotten through the D, but they've lost the puck at the last second. Or Anton Forsberg's made the save. He's done a great job tonight. Let's go Avalanche. Love to hear that. Face-off coming up here now in the Kings zone. Byfield versus McKinnon. Off the draw, the Kings win it. Down low in the corner then. Anderson battling for on the right side. Doughty is there as well. McKinnon a shot. Save rebound in front. They score! Arturi Lehkonen opens up the scoring here late in the second period. And the Avalanche have taken a 1-0 lead. Yup, I'm doing tomorrow's matchups, George. Thank you. Arturi Lehkonen with the rebound off the McKinnon shot. And the Avalanche have taken a 1-0 lead. Arturi Lehkonen tucks the rebound past Anton Forsberg on the 22nd shot of the game for the Avs. And they finally break Forsberg. It's a 1-0 lead for Colorado. Lehkonen, his 27th career postseason goal. For those who have forgotten, Lehkonen scored the cup-winning goal back in 2022. I think tomorrow I'm doing Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and then Edmonton, Anaheim. The other two games I'm not doing. I'm doing Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and Edmonton, Anaheim tomorrow. Puck will slide on Forsberg. He'll make the save. It's kind of impossible for me to do all 4 commentaries at the same time. But yeah, tomorrow is Pens, Flyers, and Oilers, Ducks. Lehkonen, his first goal of the playoffs, of course. Nathan McKinnon racks up another point, his 30th in a live commentary stream. Lehkonen gets his 5th goal in a live commentary. Yep, Oilers Ducks will be great. That'll be a fun series. Face off here in the King zone. One back by the Avalanche. Shot on there, goes wide. Mallet battling for it down low in the corner. Wah on the right side here for Colorado. Kadri's battling for it as well. Nazem Kadri trying to get this puck loose. Up top, Manson a shot. That one goes wide to Forsberg. Cleared off the boards and back to center. Manson regrouping now with it at center. Kadri carries it into the zone. Nazem Kadri battling for on the right side, then to Landeskog. Landeskog, cross-ice pass up to the point for Burns. Burns down low, shot on is blocked. Wah jabbing at that puck as well. Getting it back down on the right side is Landeskog. Kings will move it now through center. 3-on-3, Armia flips it into the zone. Landeskog trying to get it back to center. Avalanche will regroup with it now on their own end. About 3:20 to go here in this second period. Shots are 23-15. Brent Burns carries it now through center. Up top then, O'Connor. Behind the net then, battling for it. Hellenius gets it back for Los Angeles. Mallet throws it to center. Intercepted then by the Avalanche. Mallet stolen back by Hellenius. And the Avalanche will get that one back into the Los Angeles zone. Forsberg gives it back then down low for Doughty. Drew Doughty behind his own net then for the Kings. Doughty off the boards to Hellenius. Hellenius will get it back to center then. Now dumping into the zone is Matthew Joseph. Drury off the boards. Kiviranta now on the right side for Colorado. Kiviranta ahead then for Malinsky, who will dump it down low. Battling for on the right side then, Doughty back to O'Connor. Pass in front broken up. Moore. Cross-ice pass to Laferriere. Laferriere will break this one through center. He'll dump it down low into the Colorado end. Moore off the boards then for Natchez. Natchez turnover forced there by the Kings. Moore on the right side. Trevor Moore up top then for Clark. Clark to Edmondson. Fires it. And that one goes off of Wedgwood and wide. Puck will slide all the way back down into the LA zone. Clark chips it off the boards then for Panarin. Panarin now moves it through center. Panarin breaks in down the right side, broken up. Panarin down low in front. Kopitar could not get the puck on his stick. Another chance there. And that one goes off of Wedgwood and wide. Ceci behind the net then to Panarin. Panarin up top to Dumoulin. Dumoulin shoots it and redirected away. Kelly back over then to Kopitar. Kopitar will dump it down low then for Panarin. Panarin in the corner, cycles the puck, pass in front. Kempe jabbing at that puck, and it's cleared away by the Avs. Approaching the final minute of play here in the second period. Brian Dumoulin moves it through center. Dumoulin has some room, shoots it into the chest of Wedgwood. And a pretty nifty save there. Great job by Artturi Lehkonen to go to the front of the net and get that rebound on Forsberg, and the Avalanche finally break through. Shots are 22-16. But the Kings have put on the pressure. And we will see if they get that game-tying goal here late in this second period. Lawton now versus Nelson. Face-off. One back by the Avalanche. Manson behind the net then for Colorado. Back over to Nichushkin. Valerie Nichushkin moves it through center. He'll backhand it around behind the Los Angeles net. Now Nelson in the corner battling for it with Doughty. On the right side now, Drew Doughty will bank this one off the boards to center. Lehkonen with 40 seconds to go. Lehkonen throws it ahead to center. Doughty chips it off the boards and back into the Colorado zone. Wedgwood over then for Burns. Burns back ahead then for Nelson. Armia will grab it down low in the LA end. Armia throws it back to center. Byfield banks it to center. Intercepted then by the Kings. Wah into the zone. Cross-ice pass. Shot on is deflected and out of play with 12 seconds to go. What's up, Goku? Come on, Kings. Avs have been in control, but Kings still in this. Yep. Shots are now 22-17. The Kings are getting opportunities. You got to give them credit where it's due. They put on the opportunities. 12 seconds to go in the second. Byfield versus Nelson. Face-off, one back by the Avs. Taves a shot. That one goes wide of Forsberg. Kings will get it back to center. They tried to send Laferriere on a 1-0 breakaway. He'll come in and try to get one last chance. It's poke check to center, and that'll do it. End of period number 2. Between the Avalanche and the Kings, and Artturi Lehkonen opens up the scoring. It's 1-0 after 40 minutes of play. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. And we will be back for the start of period number 3 momentarily. This is the countdown till the 3rd. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. Great stream tonight. As always, we have 3 more coming up later on today. I appreciate your guys' ever-continuing support. Going to pull the stream up here on my computer. And do a commentary clip here real quick of the Lehkonen goal. Got a good 200 people here in the stream. Good to see. Oh. Thing was a little off there. All right, guys. Who is... Kings, please get 2 quick goals at the start of the 3rd. What is my opinion about the Mammoth logo? Did I think they did a good job on it? Yes, I love the Mammoth logo. It's like my favorite logo in the NHL now. It's awesome. I love it. 10 out of 10. I had my doubts when they couldn't get the Utah Yeti logo, but I like Mammoth. It's grown on me. It has definitely grown on me. All right. Do the call of the Lehkonen goal. Tusky is a Young Guns rookie. You pulled it. I haven't pulled it yet. I've been trying to get that one too. I haven't pulled it yet. I have had no luck. Sadly. Gained 25 subs in this stream. I'll consider that a win. Everyone in front, they score! Artturi Lehkonen opens up the scoring here late in the 2nd period, and the Avalanche have taken a 1-0 lead. All right, perfect. Better take a bathroom break after all that water. I'm good right now. I am good right now. Thank you for reminding me to take a drink, though. Right side, Doughty is there as well. McKinnon a shot. Everyone in front. They score! Artturi Lehkonen opens up the scoring here late in the 2nd period, and the Avalanche have taken a 1-0 lead. On the right side, Doughty is there as well. McKinnon a shot. Everyone in front. They score! What are the 3 pictures behind me? They are David Pastrnak, Andrei Vasilevsky holding up the Stanley Cup, and Connor McDavid. Those are the pictures. Yeah, he has been tearing it up. That'll be a good pull. 150, nice. All right. Shots after 20 minutes of play, 22-17. All right. Update this really quick. All right, perfect. The Lehkonen goal call is uploaded to the channel. Anything you guys want to talk about, comment them in the comment section down below. We are at 81 likes. It'd be awesome if we could get to 100. 81 likes here on the stream. Thank you all so much. Let's try to get to 100. Having a pretty good day so far. I'll take it. Chad, there should be a money sign next to the chat box. That's how you donate, but you don't have to, man. I never ask for donations. It's greatly appreciated, though, but it's never asked for. It's never asked for, but it is appreciated. All right. All right, let's update the all-time stat sheet. Only one assist on that Lehkonen goal. It came from McKinnon. Artturi Lehkonen, his 5th goal in a live commentary stream. Or sorry, his 6th, actually. He had a couple for Finland in the Olympics. $30 points in live commentaries for Nathan McKinnon. All right, there we go. That is updated. Perfect. Blue Jays up 9-1. Oh, man. My Phillies lost again last night. Pissing me off. Have I ever been to an NHL game? Yes, many times. Been to the Flyer. I've been to Xfinity Mobile Arena a couple times. I've been to, what's it called? I've been to Prudential Center once, a couple years ago. Hope to get to a new NHL arena soon. Just busy with school and all that. Never really have time to go out. Would love to, though, eventually. Maybe next week. Have I ever been to Minnesota? No, I have not been to Minnesota. Maybe eventually. Maybe eventually I'll be able to go to Minnesota. Go Avs. Got to catch a Canadians game, dude. Bell Center's electric. I would love to go to the Bell Center. Sadly, that's not something that I have the money to go and watch. Unfortunately, would love to though eventually, but sadly, maybe not. Just not in the cards for me. I don't think this year. But we will see. Where am I located? I live in Pennsylvania. Great state of PA. Go Pens. It's really cold in the winter, just letting you know, but really nice during the summer. Okay. I believe it. I definitely believe that. All right, don't forget, we'll be live for all 3 of the games later on today. Hopefully, Montreal, or hopefully this game doesn't overlap with Habs in Tampa. Hopefully, I'll be able to get that full game in. Must be quite a difference between live and TV hockey. It definitely is. I'll tell you that. It definitely is. Would be pretty awesome to see Avs versus Pens final. That would be a good final. Definitely. Hope Cosby retires as a Pen. He should. If Kempe scores, I can win 2K out of Kempe goal, Lehkonen goal, McKinnon 1+ assist, and an Avs win. Oh, buddy. Let's see if Kempe can get a goal for you. Well, the Avs have to win, too, obviously. But you got 2 of the 4. What's my Stanley Cup prediction? I think I had Dallas beating Tampa. I think that was my pick. Avs Montreal final, that'd be awesome. I would love to see an Avs Montreal final. Would like to see McDavid with a cup, but I don't think that's going to happen in Edmonton for him. We'll see. This is probably going to be the year. The Avalanche are 41-0-0 when leading after 2 periods this season. Oh boy. Shots are 22-16 after 40 minutes of play. We shall see what this third period has to hold. Thank you all for tuning in. 89 likes. 11 likes away from 100. It's pretty nifty. I've only hit that a couple of times in live streams. Do not like the Oilers goaltending. Not good enough in my opinion. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Ingram looks a little promising, but only the playoffs will tell us that. Only time will tell. All right, third period coming up in a minute and a half, folks. Be sure to stick around. Subscribe down below if you're new. What am I taking in school? Commentary, you're very good at. Should be your pro. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm taking in school. This is kind of just like my practice on the side. Make a couple of bucks on the side as well, and also grow a little bit of a fan base for when I do end up going and taking a broadcasting job. Eventually, I work for a pro hockey team. I work for a team in the ECHL, the Reading Royals. They're currently in the playoffs. They start off on the road, but then they come back home. I'm going to miss a couple of games, not this upcoming week, but next week. There'll be a couple nights that I miss because I'll be out doing that. Thank you, David. Less than 80 subscribers away from 5,800. Hoping to get there. Hoping to get to 6K by June, but I think we're going to be moving here pretty quickly. Thank you. All right. I think we're ready to get started, folks. In a second. In just 1 second. Alrighty, everyone, let's get ready for the start of period number 3 between the Colorado Avalanche and the Los Angeles Kings. Second period recap. Goals were scored by Artturi Lehkonen. In that second period, the Avalanche are 41-0 when leading after 40 minutes of play. Real quick, taking a look at your stats through 40. Shots are 22-16 in favor of the Avalanche. Faceoffs is 51% in favor of the Kings. Power plays, Kings 0 for 2, Avalanche 0 for 3. Hits are 32-27 in favor of Los Angeles. And block shots are 16-15 in favor of the Avalanche as well. Period number 3 is underway. Down low on the right side, Kings will clear it into the Avalanche zone. Malinsky off the boards ahead then for Brock Nelson. Nelson into the zone now, battling for it in the corner with Kelly and Doughty. Laferriere fighting with Moore. Nichushkin is there as well on the right side. Kulak fighting for it too. Kings will regroup now in their own end. Doughty. The Reading Royals, Richard. The Reading Royals of the ECHL. Kings will backhand this one to center. Lehkonen will bank it off the boards. Doughty. Back down low then for Kempe. Kempe, a cross-ice pass for Kopitar. Kopitar will dump it down low into the Colorado zone. Makar on the right side to center. Clark. Back over then and dumping it down low into the Colorado zone. Tays. Off the boards then, ahead for McKinnon. Here's McKinnon now down the right side, moves it into the zone. McKinnon back to Natchez, a shot. That one goes wide of the net there and all the way back down into the Colorado zone. Wedgwood will regroup now in his own end. Lehkonen on the right side, back for Kadri. Kadri off the boards then to Nick Waugh. He'll backhand that one down low into the Los Angeles zone. Waugh down low in the corner. Battling forward then with Dumoulin. Taken back then by Scott Lawton, who will carry this one through center. Dumps it in there on Wedgwood. He'll make the save. Jared Wright now on the right side for the Kings. Stolen back then by the Avalanche. Kadri off the boards to center. Kings will intercept it there at the line. Here's Jared Wright. He'll dump that one down low into the Colorado end. Thank you, Jack. Brett Kulak. Here down low in the Avalanche zone. Kulak off the boards for Drury. Will dump that one into the LA end. Brant Clark behind the net then back over to Matthew Joseph. Stolen back then by Clark. It's kind of been back and forth here these last couple of moments. Down low behind the net then. Brett Kulak will take it back for the Avs. Kulak moves it through center off the boards then for Drury. It goes up in the air and out of play. Did McKinnon get an assist on that goal? Yes, he did. McKinnon did get the assist. Face-off coming up here now yet again in the Los Angeles zone. It's going to be Nelson taking the draw against Byfield. Face-off is won back then by the Kings. Doughty in his own zone now. Will move it through center. Doughty will chip it off the boards and back into the Colorado zone. Parker Kelly ahead then for Nelson. Nelson cross-ice pass to Burns. He'll dump that one down low into the Los Angeles zone. Up at the point then, Lehkonen. Cross-ice pass for Brent Burns, who's forced to the outside. Dump back down low into the Kings' end. LaFerriere battling forward with Kelly. Byfield is there as well. Makar, cross-ice pass to Tays. Tays shoots it on. Saved there by Forsberg at 16:40. And the physicality continues to be a factor as these two teams get into it yet again. And I'm sure that'll be a reoccurring narrative here tonight for sure. It definitely will be. Had to plug in my computer there. Sorry, guys. My other computer. Face-off coming up here now in the Los Angeles zone. Got 190 people here in the stream. That is awesome. Thank you all so much for your continued support. Face-off one back by the Kings in their own zone. Los Angeles will clear this one back into the Colorado zone. Makar clears it around off the boards. Then up top now Scott Lawton. Lawton back to Ceci. Intercepted there at the line. Tays is tied up. Scott Lawton will get to that puck first. And the Kings will regroup now in their own end. Dumoulin back on the right side now battling for Landeskog. Grabbed back then by Joel Armia. Armia now through center will dump it down low into the Colorado zone. Makar fighting with Wright. Armia's battling forward as well. McKinnon trying to get that one loose. Cross-ice pass to Natchez. Natchez ahead to Makar. Cale Makar now through center. Makar back up top. Cross-ice pass to McKinnon. McKinnon back to Natchez. Natchez up to the point. Nobody is there, and the Avs will regroup in their own end. Let's go, Avs. Love to hear that. Malinsky back over to Waugh. Cross-ice pass then to Kulak. Back behind the net then. Malinsky ahead for Kadri. Kadri off the boards to Lehkonen, who will backhand it down low. Regrouping with it then is Clark. Intercepted by the Avalanche. Lehkonen to Kadri. Kadri below the line. Takes it behind the net then. Nazem Kadri throws it back up top. Malinsky waits. Pass back over then to Kadri. Nazem Kadri down low. Kadri will deke around Clark. Back over to Waugh. Waugh fires it. Saves that. Rebounds in front. And it slides just wide. Here's Lehkonen. Pass in front then for Malinsky up top. Kulak a shot. That one is blocked. Kings trying to clear this one back to center. They can't get it there. Waugh keeps it in. Up top, Kadri. He'll get around Edmondson. He's knocked down to the ground. Avalanche won a penalty. They will not get one. An overwhelming crowd of boos invade this Avalanche arena. Edmondson, pass all the way to center. Broken up then by the Avs. They will dump that one back down low into the LA zone. Edmondson back over for Ceci. Drury battling for it now behind the net. Up top is Burns. Brent Burns will fire it down low to the corner. Drury fighting with Ceci. Getting to it then is Burns. Kings will try and flip it to center. Joseph will get it there. Drury will respond by backhanding it back down low. Here's right the other way. O'Connor comes in. He scores! Drew O'Connor lifts it top shelf. And the Avalanche take a 2-goal lead. Quick turn of events sends O'Connor on a 1-0 breakaway. And the Avs have taken a 2-0 lead here in the third period. And it's off of a pretty rough turnover there by the Kings as the puck deflected up in the air. O'Connor came in, stole it, and roofed it top shelf on Anton Forsberg. Avalanche lead 2-0. Logan O'Connor assisted by Jack Drury. First points of the playoffs respectfully for those two. And it is a 2-0 lead for Colorado. His fourth career postseason goal. Face-off one back by the Kings. They will dump it down low into the Avalanche zone. Manson clears it off the boards. Kept in then by the Kings. Trevor Moore will fire this one wide. Here's Kelly. Ahead to center. Nichushkin brings it in with Speakon. Loses an edge there. Now Burns a shot. And that one goes up and out of play. Logan O'Connor makes it a 2-0 lead for the Avalanche. And with just over 13 minutes, or just under 14 minutes to go, the Avs now have a 2-goal lead. Some of those playoff beards, I tell you. Yeah, some of them that they've been growing out for a while. Some of these guys have had beards prior. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement. We have crossed over the 3,000 view mark here on this commentary. Thank you all so much for that and your support. 30 subscribers we have gained today. Pretty happy with that. Got 190 people here in this live commentary. That is awesome. Don't forget, we'll be live for Sabres Canadiens Game 1. Sabres Canadiens. Lightning Canadiens Game 1. Sabres Bruins Game 1. And Mammoth Golden Knights Game 1. There's a chance that this game and this game probably overlap. And again, as I've said before, like if a game goes to overtime, I will stream the game until it's over. Even if that means I miss one of the other games. Just so everybody knows. All right, back here from Colorado. Puck drop between the Habs and the Lightning is 5:55. By then, we should be done. That's about 30 minutes away. So we should be good to go for that one. Coming up here in just a little bit. We will end this stream and start a new one when we get to that point, by the way. We will end this stream and start a new one. So turn on the notification bell down below to be alerted when we stream next. Here's Makar, shot on there, saved by Forsberg. Kings will clear this one back to center. Tays, over then to Makar. Makar will dump it down low. Thank you, Timmy. I appreciate it. Go Avalanche. Love to hear that. Trevor Moore on the right side then for the Kings. Delayed offsides. And they blow it dead against LA. Well, the Avalanche swept the Kings in the regular season series. We streamed 2 of those games. One of those games was actually the opening day of the NHL regular season back in October. That was a 4-1 win for the Avalanche in that game. And they won all 3 games the 2 teams played in the regular season. And now it's seeming that way yet again here in the playoffs. Face-off here now in the LA zone is won back by the Kings. Edmondson will dump it down low into the Avalanche zone. Nelson battling for it down low. Parker Kelly will take it back then for the Avs. Nichushkin on the right side to center. Clark will dump it down low into the Avalanche end. Kulak behind his own net to center. Kings will regroup now in their own end. Forsberg comes on the net to play the puck. It's thrown back to center. Kempe crosses past to Clark. Brant Clark comes into the zone down the right side. He's knocked off that puck there by the Avalanche. Battling forward here now down low in the corner. Kulak fighting with Kopitar. Puck is still tied up here now down low in the corner. Kulak trying to get that one free. Nelson will clear it back to center. Racing for it then with speed is Nichushkin. Nichushkin a shot. Saved by Forsberg. Hey, Timmy, thank you for the $1 donation, man. It's appreciated. Thank you very much, bro. Any sum of money you guys donate me is greatly appreciated. It's never asked for, but it is appreciated. Thank you, Timmy. I'm glad to help you out with giving you a source to listen to the game. And with that, we're 3 likes away from 100 likes here on this stream. Beer 30 here for 2 hours. Got called off work early, thankfully. Lucky you. Face-off here in the King zone is cleared all the way back to center. And a whistle blown dead now in the Colorado zone for an icing. Scott Wedgwood having a good game so far. Has made 18 saves on all 18 shots he's faced. Face-off coming up here now yet again in the Colorado zone. It's going to be Landeskog who takes the draw against Lawton. Scott Lawton, that is. Face-off one back by the Avalanche. Burns a shot. That one is blocked. Waugh battling forward then with Lawton. On the right side, Wright gets it back for the Kings. Wright down low to Dumoulin. Dumoulin cross-ice pass to Ceci. Ceci will dump it down low into the Colorado zone. Armia now fighting with Manson. Manson battling for it down low. Burns is there as well. Brent Burns battling for it then behind the net. Puck thrown up to the point then. Dumoulin crosses by Lawton. A shot! And that one goes up in the air and behind the net. Armia battling for it down low. Wright is there as well. Chipped off the boards then Waugh. Intercepted by the Kings. Poke checked away. There is Burns to center. Kings get it back as they're delayed offsides on a whistle blown dead. And I think something might be coming here. Penalty coming up against the Avalanche. Kings power play coming up. It's off of a tripping call, I believe. See the replay here, or a knee on knee. Yeah, that's definitely a interference call there. Or tripping. One of the two. It's a penalty regardless. Who cares? So we will see a LA Kings power play come up here now with 11:50 to go in period number 3. This is the real chance for Los Angeles to get momentum. Over 100 likes. Thank you guys so much. 104 likes. That is awesome. I don't think I've ever gotten that on an NHL-related stream. Face-off in the Colorado zone. Nelson versus Kopitar. Face-off won by Los Angeles. Kempe back down low into the corner. Devon Tays behind the net back to Byfield. Byfield down low in the corner. Battling forward then with Perry. Up top, Kempe. Will backhand it down low in the corner. Now Panarin. Back over to Byfield. Quinton Byfield on the right side. Byfield fires it, and denied by Wedgwood. Has a good little screen there in front, but Scott Wedgwood saw the entire play happen and made the save. Shots are 27-19. Face off here now in the Colorado zone. It's Drury versus Kopitar. The face-off is won back then by the Kings. Byfield on the right side. Quinton Byfield now back up top. Kempe to Byfield. Byfield to the point for Los Angeles. Shoots it. Save, rebounds in front. They jab it at the puck in the crease. It's still loose. And Wedgwood gets the cover with the glove. Yeah, Kings power play right now. What a save by Scott Wedgwood. We knew the Kings were going to put on some offensive zone pressure to try and at least get something here in this game tonight. 11:13 to go in regulation. The Avs lead the Kings by 2. Face-off is won back by Los Angeles. Kempe up top. Cross-ice pass. Panarin below the line. Back over to Laferriere. Laferriere down low in the corner. Down low. Panarin pass up top is blocked. Up top Laferriere to Kempe. A shot. That one goes wide of Wedgwood. Puck slides back up top. Kempe down low then for Byfield. Byfield to Kopitar. Kopitar up top to Byfield. Byfield fires it. It's blocked by a King. And the Avs try and clear. Kings keep it in. 50 seconds to go. Panarin to Laferriere. Back down low. Panarin. Pass in front. Byfield a shot. It's blocked. Avalanche will get it and clear. Down the other way. Doughty picks it up for Los Angeles. Kopitar now through center to Lawton. Lawton back to Clark. Clark will dump it down low into the corner. Here's Trevor Moore. Behind the net then, he's knocked down to the ground. Stolen back by the Avalanche and dumped down the other way. Forsberg given back then for Doughty. Here's Drew Doughty now through center. Doughty will drop it back to Scott Lawton, carried into the zone. Trevor Moore battling for it on the right side. Taken back then by Taze, who will try and clear it. Power play is over. Doughty fires it wide there of Wedgwood. Up top, Moore fires it then again. That one goes wide too. Here's Nathan MacKinnon. McKinnon's got speed. McKinnon will carry it through the zone. Poke checked away. Taken back then by Lehkonen. A whistle blown dead for an offsides at 9:35. Another Kings power play killed off. And it is 2-0 Avalanche here in period number 3. Shots 27-20. LA power play looks good, but the Avs are great on the power play. Yeah, they have the best power play in the NHL. It was a 84%. So if you scored on the power play, man, your Kings jersey is behind your head and no one can see it. Ah, shoot. I'll have to move that. My bad. I did realize that. Whoops. I always forget to put the jerseys up anyway. I forgot. I pretty much forgot the entire season to do that. So power play's over. Sorry, I forgot to take that off. Will I be doing the Canadiens game? Yes, we will. We'll be live for all 3 games today. Canadiens, Lightning, Sabres, Bruins, and Mammoth Golden Knights. I will end this stream and start a new one for that Canadiens Lightning game. So, yes, we'll be live for that. Be sure to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the noti when we go live. Yeah, the PK is deadly. I agree. Fucking A. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. Doing the best I can. I might be out of water, guys. I got 2 more bottles here in this case that I have. It's not good news for me. 9.5 minutes to go here in regulation. The Avs lead the Kings 2-0. Face-off coming up here now outside of the Los Angeles zone. Byfield versus McKinnon. Face-off is won back then by Los Angeles. Doughty chipped off, switched to beer. That'd be a horrible idea. Horrible idea for me to drink beer. Malinsky battling forward with McKinnon. Byfield takes it back. LaFerriere to Doughty. A shot. That one is blocked. Lehkonen tries to chip it off the boards to center. He will get it there. Now Doughty regroups here on the right side. Stolen back by Byfield. Up top then LaFerriere. Cross-ice pass to Anderson, who will dump it down low into the Los Angeles zone. Shots are 27-21. The Avalanche have held the Kings scoreless. Nathan McKinnon back down low in the corner. McKinnon below the line, battling forward alongside Doughty. Up top, Manson. Back behind the net then. In the corner, Jeff Mallett. Mallett will take it around behind the Los Angeles net. He'll look for options. Root beer? Beer is rarely a bad idea. For me, it is. For me, it is. Drew Doughty holds it behind the net then. He'll clear it off the boards to center. Landeskog. Back over to Manson. Whistle blown dead for an offsides against the Kings. Finally got Sportsnet Plus, but show the game. I cannot show the game, stupid. I'm only saying that because he's my friend, guys. Jack's my friend. It's all good. Well, I know Jack personally. Face-off coming up here now outside of the Colorado zone. Nelson versus Kopitar. Face-off won by Los Angeles. Ceci will dump it down low into the Colorado zone. Kempe versus Tays. Battling for now on the right side. Kept in the zone by the Kings. At the line, Kempe dumps it around behind the net. Then Ceci fighting with Kulak. On the right side, Natchez. Back up top then Tays. Tays will look for options. Pass back to Makar. Makar with speed will get around Kempe. But the puck slides in on Forsberg, who makes the save. And now Makar getting into it down low in the corner with Dumoulin. They will throw some pushing and shoves. Some exchanges there. I think Makar's all right. Ooh, he did take a tough one there. Kempe's stick kind of looks like it got like stuck in him, or he was doing something. I don't know. In Montana, that's a normal Sunday or Tuesday. You're right on that. You're right on that. I'd be like, who is that? Be like Nathan McKinnon scoring for the Mammoth against Connor McDavid on the Golden Knights. That'd be like where I'd be at that point. All right. 7:57 to go in the third. Looks like Cale Makar's okay. Face-off coming up here now in the Los Angeles zone. Lawton will take the draw against Jury. They kick out Lawton. Now coming in is Armia. Face-off is won back by the Kings. No, I'm not going to have any time between the games, really. It's all good, though. Puck is dumped back into the Los Angeles zone. Shots are 28-21. Ceci battling for it down low in the corner. O'Connor is there jabbing at that puck as well. Ceci still got it tied up down low. 7.5 remaining in regulation. O'Connor on the right side fighting there with Wright. Jared Wright trying to clear this one back to center. Here come the Kings the other way. Dumoulin back down low to Wright. Broken up then by the Avalanche. Up top, Dumoulin. Pass over to Ceci. CC a shot. Saved by Wedgwood. It's in the crease. He gets the cover. And the pushing and shoving still being a factor here. I mean, again, these teams, it's the playoffs. You don't like anybody on the other team. Who do I got in our pool? I don't even remember. The NHL playoffs are 100 times better than the NBA playoffs. I agree with that. That would be me, Timmy. That would absolutely be me. You blame them for addicting you to tequila? It's been a while since I had tequila. It's been actually like maybe a year. It's been a long time. I like White Claws and that stuff. Here's Devon Tays. Pass to center then for Parker Kelly. Kelly down the right side. Regroups with that puck. Up top Tays. Back to McCarr. McCarr down low in the corner. Cale McCarr will dump it around then behind the net. Up top is Tays. Tays will dump it down low then to Nichushkin. Backhand on. Saved there by Forsberg. Nelson. Up top. McCarr a shot. Save rebound in front. Denied. If that even got on. I think the puck went up and out of play. It's a really good chance there in front. Got 230 people in here. Wow. Subscribe down below if you're new. We'll be live for all 4 games today. Should be a very, 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 very fun day. Wedgwood played for the Devils one time. He did. He played for the Coyotes, the Stars. Landeskog getting into it here with Quinton Byfield. Things getting a little heated here. And I think penalties are coming here. Oh, yeah, they're giving penalties out. Kempe got into it with Landeskog. Byfield started talking to him. We'll see what the calls are here. Kings are going to get a power play out of this, it looks like. Landeskog is going to the box. And so is Kempe. So maybe it's a 4-on-4. Sorry, not a power play. 4-on-4. So the ice will get freed up here a little bit. Still a 2-0 lead for the Avalanche. Shots are 28-23. A great game here for Scott Wedgwood so far. Wedgwood does well when I live stream him. In live commentary streams, he has a 9-23 in 6 games streamed. It is super chippy. You're right about that, Todd. Or Timmy. Not Todd. Too many T names in here. Face-off's going to come here in the Los Angeles zone. Thank you, Lizard. Lizard Jesus, what a name. McKinnon now versus Byfield. Four-on-4 here in the Los Angeles zone. The face-off is won back by the Avalanche. McCarr. Cross-ice pass then is broken up by the Kings. Byfield. Pass over then for Anderson. Mikey Anderson regroups down low now. Doughty. Drew Doughty. Pass over then for LaFerriere. Your HBO subscription expired mid-game. LaFerriere fires it on. That one is blocked. That's got to suck. Avalanche will pick this one up. Here they come now through center. McKinnon with speed. He's got some room. McKinnon pass down low. Save off the right side of the net. As McCarr fired it on, he could not get it directly on Forsberg. Doughty regrouping with it now on the right side. Officially 6 minutes to go here in regulation. Here's Panarin. Panarin now through center. We'll try and bank this one up top. Then Edmondson, a shot. Save as it directs wide. And the Avs will try and clear. It's kept by the Kings. Panarin battling for it now down low in the corner. Malinsky there fighting with Moore. Malinsky will backhand this one to center. Here's Nichushkin. 2-on-2. Nichushkin to Nelson. Try to get that backhand over. Broken up by the Kings. Avs get it back. Sean on there goes wide. Here comes Panarin now through center. 5 minutes to go in the third period. We are approaching crunch time. Keep an eye out for Forsberg. If they get the chance, they will pull him. Manson. Off the boards then for Burns. 20 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Brent Burns gains the line. Cross-ice pass is broken up. Lehkonen up top to Manson. Puck will slide back to center. Josh Manson over then for Burns. Burns in the Colorado zone. Pass up then to Lehkonen in the neutral zone. Lehkonen back for Manson. 4-on-4 comes to a close. We are back to even strength. McKinnon. Down low in the Colorado end. McKinnon off the boards to Taze. Taze back to Landeskog. He'll backhand that one down low into the LA end. Doughty clears it off the boards then. Kempe ahead for Byfield. Byfield has some speed. Byfield below the line then. Pass in front. Blocked by Kadri. Kadri will look for options. Below the line then. Now 4 minutes to go in regulation. 2-0 lead here for the Avs. Landeskog up top to Kadri. A shot. That one is blocked. Stolen back then by the Kings. Armia ahead to right. A shot. He misses the puck. Now Makar down low here in the corner. Back up top. Taze to Landeskog. 4-on-3. Over then Waugh up top to Kadri. Makar, a shot save. The puck slides just wide. Pass up top then. Waugh trying to get that puck. And it's cleared back up top. Kulak over to Waugh. Shot on there. It goes wide of Forsberg. Now Taze back up top to Kulak and stolen back by the Kings, and they get it to center. Constant back and forth. 3.5 minutes to go. Taze will gain the line and dump it down low, and everybody getting into it in front of the Colorado bench. Nichushkin trying to get this one through center. He's got Nelson. Nichushkin circles back around, fires it on, and that one goes wide. Kings get it back. LaFerriere will dump it down the other way. It's not enough for an icing. Kings need to get possession and pull the goalie. Nichushkin back ahead then for Nelson, battling for it down low with Kempe. And a penalty coming up, and it's against the Avalanche. Referee has the signal up. 2:57 left to go in the third period. And we are going to get a Kings power play here after this. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the commentary. Don't forget, after this game, we will be live for Lightning and Canadiens Game 1. Power play coming up here for Los Angeles in the dying seconds of this one. I imagine they are likely going to pull Forsberg. So let me get this updated and good to go in case they do. So then that way it's ready for me to put on the screen. Husband coaches Pee Wee Hockey, says the Kings will win it all this year. We'll see, bro. We will see. Optimistic. Kings going to pull a Hulk Hogan, Hulk up and score 2. I don't know, man. We'll see. They have the opportunity now. Who has the better jersey in this game? I like the Kings jerseys, actually. 110 likes. Oh, my Lord. You guys are nuts. What's up? What's up, Matt? How we doing? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Good to see you. Or XFetch, one of my old mods. Well, still is my mod. Now or never for the most Kings. Yep, you're right about that. It's got to happen now for sure. Did I get 600 just today? You mean 5,700? Yes. All right. So a power play coming up for Los Angeles here. And they will pull the goaltender to start, it looks like. So they're going to start this one in the Colorado zone. 2-0 lead, 6-on-4. Face-off is won back by the Kings. Clark to Panarin. Panarin up top, down low to Kempe. Grab back then by Clark behind the net, then LA still has it. Kempe Up top to Panarin. Shot on there is blocked. Oh, no, not today. No, that's not today. That's over the entire season. Panarin at the point for Los Angeles. Clark down low for Kempe. Kempe up top, then Clark crossover to Panarin. Kings are cycling the puck. Laferriere up top to Panarin. Panarin a shot. They score! Tipped in front. Quinton Byfield, I think, got it. He breaks the shutout, and the Kings are on the board. It's 2-1. 2:22 left to go in regulation. That'll be the power play goal. And the Kings have made it a 2-1 game late here in the third period. Artemi Panarin is first of the playoffs, assisted by Laferriere and Clark, making it a 2-1 hockey game here late in period number 3. Face-off coming up now at center. They will pull Forsberg to start this one off. Anderson will dump it back down low. So I thought Byfield maybe got the tip in front, but it doesn't look like it. So it's Panarin's goal. McKinnon back up top. Then Manson will clear it back to center. Forsberg will stay in the net. Now 2 minutes remaining here in regulation. Anderson back to Doughty. Doughty off the boards and down low into the Colorado zone. Hey, what's up, Kaniak and Josh? Hope you guys are doing good. And we have another penalty coming up here. What is this? Wasn't paying attention. And it's on the Kings. Oh, no. Penalty coming up against the Kings. Oh, man. It's going to be a 2-minute penalty for high sticking against I think it was Armia. Oh, that sucks there for the Kings. Power play coming up for the Avalanche. Here with 1:48 to go. Calling their timeout, I believe, is the Avalanche. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. We are less than 70 subscribers away from 5,800. Shots are 29-25. With less than 2 minutes to go, we have a Colorado power play. What do I do if there's OT? I will stay on this game till it's over. If that means we miss the next game, then it is what it is. But hopefully not. Face-off here in the Los Angeles zone. Power play for the Avs. Off the draw, it's a tie-up on the right side. Doughty will take it. He'll clear it back to center. Makar. Cross-ice pass to Kadri. Kadri back over to Natchez, then who regroups with it down low. Natchez in his own end, up top then for McKinnon. McKinnon now through center, back to Kadri. Kadri up top then to Makar. Makar throws it around behind the net. McKinnon pass in front, broken up. Dumoulin will clear it off the boards and down the other way. Approaching the final minute of play here in period number 3. Makar will drop it back for Natchez. Marty Natchez now back to McKinnon. McKinnon to Landeskog. Cross-ice pass is broken up. Panarin will get it back. Last minute of play in regulation, broken up by the Avalanche. Kadri to McKinnon. Kadri, pass over. What a block. In front, Natchez fires it high. And out of play. Marty Natchez nearly made it a 3-1 game. 52 seconds left. All right, one more time. We will be live for Lightning versus Canadiens. After this game is over, I will end this stream and start a new one. So be sure to turn on your notification bell so you get the notification when we're live for the next stream. Or just refresh your feed. You can do that too. Face-off coming up here now in the LA zone. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. We have crossed over the 4,000 view mark. here for this commentary tonight. Thank you all so much. Timeout coming up here now against, or I believe for the Avalanche. Bednar is going to draw up a strategy here. Again, coming up next, Canadiens versus Lightning. As Bednar will discuss his strat. Smith talking about it too with the Kings. Oh, that makes sense. All right. Los Angeles timeout. We have 270 people here in this live commentary stream. Thank you all so much for your support. 52 seconds left. Essentially, the Kings need to get it down the other way and into the back of the net. We'll see if that's possible. Face-off here in the LA zone. Power play for Colorado. Face-off is won back by the Kings. Doughty behind the net now, battling forward with 45 seconds left. McKinnon fighting with Doughty. He'll clear it off the boards to Kempe. Kempe on the right side. Forsberg will go. Here is Panarin rushing it back down the other way. Taves behind the net will bank it off the boards. Try to get that one back to the right side. Empty net here for Los Angeles. 28 seconds to go. Kopitar battling forward in the corner. Makar back to Byfield. Puck slides in front to Wedgwood. He will cover up with 21 seconds left. Face-off coming up again in the Colorado zone. Forsberg is in the Colorado. He's in the Colorado bench. He's in the LA bench. Net is empty. Face-off in the Colorado zone is won back by the Avalanche. Taves will clear it off the boards. Nelson back to center. Nichushkin, he's got some room to look for the empty net. Nelson takes it back. Broken up by the Kings. 10 seconds left. LaFerriere will dump it down low. Avalanche get it back. They will dump it down the other way. It'll trickle just wide of the empty net, but it won't matter. The game is over. The Avalanche defeat the Kings 2-1 in a close end to Game 1. All right, folks, that'll do it for me. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm ending this stream really fast. We are going to go live now for the Lightning and the Canadiens. I'm going to try and do that here as I start editing things here really quick. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. I will now see you guys in Lightning